Anyways, irrelevant debate. Let's talk about more important things.
Let's talk about this. Soma. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you did.
I knew the name, but be honest, before this started rolling, I had no idea. But this Danielle didn't prepare us, so it's Danielle's fault.
What does Soma mean, George?
I know it means body, but I always thought it meant face. It's a Greek word.
Really?
I always thought it meant face for some reason. I know prosopo is face, but I always thought Soma is like, because there's a Greek song, Soma. I always thought it was face.
Oh, yeah.
What's it actually mean?
It means body.
Oh, body?
In
Soma,
Greek, yeah.
Okay.
If someone has a nice body, say Oreo Soma.
Oreo Soma?
Yeah, that's your word for Greece to someone you go.
Oreo Soma.
Yeah.
You're going to get that sopana, baby.
So, okay, we're not going to explain what Sopana means right now. We can say that for the end of the episode. But Steph, okay,
God.
obviously, okay, for those who don't know, like Steph is one of the most renowned hairdressers in
That's extreme.
Canada, the world. I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends what list you're looking at, but we'll say the world.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
how would you describe your profession, what you do, and how would you describe yourself? Because I don't want to.
No, it's okay. I appreciate the intro. I guess I'd like to I basically start by saying that I'm a hairstylist. Like that's truly like what I am. That's what I've breathed for the last 13 years of my career. And yeah, I had such a passion for what I did that I was like, how can I take this to the next level? And then I decided to open up a hair salon, and my salon is in the GTA. So
let's just plug the salon. Feel free.
Pardon?
You can plug the salon,
Okay.
Free ad here.
It's in King City. So it's only been 5 years that I've been at the salon and owning it and running it. But I have 15 or 16 employees, and yeah, I get to do what I love every day, but in a studio that is mine. And I guess I get to set the tone for the day and build a team that, I think speaks to me and what I feel is the right sort of team to continue to grow and be passionate about what we do, so that things never get stale. And of course, when you are a passionate hairdresser, you want other people around you to be like-minded so that you can get to the top. Because as a hairstylist, your goal is always to I think make people feel beautiful, but you also want to be the best at what you do, right? So at least in my mind, I understand that everyone's aspirations are different, but I love the fact that I can make people feel good, and that they're they want to come see me. They want me to do their hair. So just building a team and a brand that I guess represents what's in trend or on trend, and I guess just being able to make people feel like we're the cool hairstylists, the people that they want to see and that are hard to attain.
What's the studio called?
Kroma.
Ooh, Kroma.
Oh, sorry. I just assumed that everyone knew that.
Everyone does know, because it is the best salon in the world. I drive literally about an hour to get my hair cut there. So, and I mean, if you're looking at the camera, you can see what my hair looks like. It speaks for itself. Got a fresh haircut right before the episode.
But it is what you just said. People do feel so much better. There's days where I'm I feel ugly today. I'm getting a haircut. And I'll sit down in a chair with a random lady. I'll be honestly, just do what you think makes me look good.
Yeah.
And hair is hair. To me, it grows back. So I get a bad haircut, I'm not the end of the world. It'll see you in 3 weeks. We'll figure this out.
Yeah, totally.
George's a little more picky.
I stressed out big time. Even though to grow back, that's why as soon as my hair got long the first time, that's why I drove to come see you, because I was I could go to my barber, a barber, but I don't know, they're guys. I don't think can deal with longer hair. So
Sexism.
I would go out of my way. That's not sexism. Maybe it is actually.
That's literally the definition of sexism.
Oops.
I'm just kidding, nobody.
No.
No, that's fair, right? Women are female hairstylists on majority of the case are probably more.
I would say that they use clippers more than they use equipment like buzzers and razors. There's a fair whereas a barber will use clippers more, I guess.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I also think it has to do with female hairstylists having long hair as well, and
probably
I think that it kind of goes hand in hand. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. So
it makes sense.
I don't even know if I've asked you this. We've talked about before when I come to see you, about what it was starting the business and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but what you kind of touched on what motivated you. You have aspirations and all that stuff. But what was the moment where you're like, okay, I need to do this? Like, was there like an aha moment? Was there a point where you're like, I've had enough of working for people? Like, what really made you start your own thing?
Honestly, I did not have enough of working for people. Like I said, my priority was my clients and just like my craft. And I had never thought I'd open up a hair salon. I really didn't. It was never like, people were always like, oh, you're going to open up your own salon one day. And I was like, no, honestly, I love what I do. I'm like busy behind the chair, and I'm so passionate about what I do. Like, that's my drive. You know what I mean? But I think, yeah, there was a bit of an aha moment that I was like, okay, like, I guess I should do this. I think it was when my current employer at the time, you know, I was, I guess, kind of not allowing me to like really get to my full potential. Because, you know, obviously as a busy hairstylist, you drive revenue behind the chair, and anything outside of that doesn't like seem like a good investment for like, I guess, some business owners, right? So for me, I was very into like New York Fashion Week or traveling and doing hair behind stage in Milan and doing photo shoots. Like, I was competitive at one point, and I like to travel and compete. And an opportunity came where I was able to like maybe try like educating and inspiring other people to do what I do, or to elevate themselves as hairstylists and continue to be passionate, because obviously like I was very passionate and I didn't want to just stop my career behind the chair. Like, I wanted to do other things outside of that. And I think he just wanted me present or whatever, I'm not sure. But I then realized that I didn't want anyone to stop me from doing, you know, what I wanted to do. And that's why, you know, I was like, you know what, if I want to be in control of my career and go beyond just like doing hair every day, because it was never just doing hair every day. It was so much more than that. I have to take this step. And I kind of said to myself, okay, like, I will never give up being behind the chair. I will make sure that I have the right team members that can help me like run the business, so that I'm still focused on my clients and my craft. And because I was afraid of opening a salon and being so distracted by like the working on the business, like the actual like business owner responsibilities. I thought that would be a huge distraction and maybe kind of like dissipate like my passion. But yeah, no, like I realized quickly that I could try, like I could balance it out. It was really hard. But with like obviously late nights and dedication and just like a lot of coffee, you get through it. And I'm sure there was people in my chair at times that probably didn't like me very much, because they could tell I wasn't all focused at every minute of every service that they came to see me. But I think there's people that have stuck with me and like understand that like where my drive came from, and like supported me through the last 5 years, so that I've maintained a good clientele and have so far a successful business. So yeah, like that's what pushed me to do it. Like just having more control and being able to expand their horizons outside of like just hairstyling or hairdressing. Like, yeah.
That's really cool.
I wanted to.
That was a great little run there. Like, you're not.
One.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say it's so funny. You're saying you're nervous before you got on here, because like you're honestly the epitome of like the perfect guest. Like, we ask a question and just goes.
Run with
I'm
it.
sorry.
That's I was like making mental notes. I was like, okay, I want to get back to this.
There's a lot of us.
Don't forget.
You give us a lot to unpack here now.
Okay,
it's competitive hairstyling. So that's the cue I wanted to remember. I wanted to remember that part because I don't want to forget. So I'm interested in that. But I also did want to ask. So you're, correct me if I'm wrong, 29 or 30, right?
If you ask the same question, I was gonna ask. That's crazy.
Yeah. So 29, 30ish.
Yeah.
So you took the risk at 25, give or take. You said 5 years ago?
I was 24, yeah.
24.
That's
but
crazy.
I've turned 25 that year, so yeah,
okay. Well, regardless, 24, 25.
I'm proud to say 24. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Let's say 24 then. So you basically started this at 24 with, let's say, I don't know, maybe 6 years of experience at that point.
Yes.
So it's like, for someone to do that, and I respect people to do, because at the same time, you found that spot where you're like, look, I can't do this for other people, even though I love doing what I do. It's like, I need to grow. I want to change. I want to do better. And you couldn't find a place to do it. So you said, I'm just going to do it on my own. So like, I respect that so much, because so many times people just want to bitch and moan and say, oh, I can't do this. People are holding me back. People are doing this. So it's like, okay, so get rid of the people that are holding you back and go and do it yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas like a lot of times people, they just want to, and again, I don't like saying this, but people sometimes just want to bitch. It's like, here's the problem. The problem is you weren't able to grow as a person, as a hairstylist, as following your dreams and your passions because maybe some people are holding you down or other obstacles in the way. Okay, so you said, you know what? I'm going to push those out of the way and I'm just going to go and I'm just going to do it. So kudos to you.
Thanks.
That's pretty crazy at 24 years old. Like we had our, obviously our, you know, our app and everything like that. Like we did that at like in our 30s. Like I can't even fathom. Like I thought, you know, growing up in a family business, I thought at that age I was going to like take over the world. I was like, I could run this business, no problem. Knowing what I know now, like 24 years old, I could never have done that. I would have shit myself. Like I didn't have the drive to drive. What a bad word to use on this thing, but like didn't have like, I would probably have the bit of the drive, but like that is like crazy to be learning on the fly. And the fact that like, you know, like you knew what you're starting a business and what you're doing. So you knew how to like, you know, do things related to like hairstyling, hairdressing, all that kind of stuff. But like building a business doesn't matter what you're selling or what it is. Like that's a whole new world, right? You have to learn how to like manage your business and all that stuff. Like,
yeah. So I mean, don't be so hard on yourself. I actually think that like no matter what phase of life you're in, and like literally like whether you're 24 or 30, like it's always a learning curve. Like there's no book. I mean, there's lots of books, but there's like, it's really hard to just like take what you read in a book and like have it translate in what you do, like unless like you gain experience and like just like learn that like your mistakes are gonna teach you things. And you know, obviously like with Cass, like you were saying, like that was a learning experience, and I'm sure if you guys were to do something else again, like it would be like a whole different story kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like it would be like a learning. So that's, yeah, no, for sure. Like I learned so much along the way, and like it's still like a learning every day, you know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Okay, so
yeah,
unless you got something else, I want to go back to competitive hairstyling.
Yeah, go back to that. Yeah.
Because I just picture this and like I've seen it on TV shows or something where it's like you just put people in a room and you have 3 hours to just do something crazy. Is that what competitive hairstyling is?
Yeah, there's time frames involved for sure, but the type of competitions I was doing was photo based, so more editorial, okay. And then I would submit.
So you're actually making them look pretty?
No.
Oh, no, okay.
Editorial meaning like photography. Like it was like competitive. It was still avant-garde, like very like nothing that you'd wear like every day, but because it was all like photographed work that you submit. Okay, so it's actually like there's more to this because there's definitely like time frames and competition that happens like in a room, but then there's like phases to different types of competition. So you're submitting a photo and then you're competing within like your country or province and then country, and then like it escalates, and then all of a sudden you go to the next level and it becomes global. And then when you get to that global phase, you end up showing up in the country of choice that year, and all of the finalists around the world come together, and then they replicate the photo under a certain amount of time that's given. So then you're doing it live. So that was the type of competition like I was involved in, but it was very much photo based. There is other types of competition where you are doing it live and there's no photos involved.
Did you win?
I came in second.
Still good. Congrats.
Yeah, like I came in second. Actually, I was a finalist like a couple of times, but I still traveled and like I participated in the competition overall. But the gold winner is who I was there to support and root on, when really I was kind of like, I should be on that stage right now. I should have been the gold.
What do you mean you were at the like? So you came second, but you were rooting them. What do you mean? Like, how does that work?
So I came in, like, I got the silver award. I got the second place, like medal or whatever you want to call it. And if you were gold and you were like the finalist, like the first place finalist, then you would proceed and go compete globally. So I would still travel to like these countries and support the Canadian gold finalist. But at the time I was only like the silver Canadian finalist. Yeah.
It was like the Miss Universe of like hairstyling, basically. Like,
I guess kind of similar. Yeah.
Like the best one from Canada goes represents Canada.
Yes.
So
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Where's the coolest place you traveled to for this competition? You know, you're going to ask that next. I know you were.
Stockholm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked like Sweden a lot.
When what time are you, like, were you there in the time of year where it's like daytime all the time, or?
No.
Okay.
The days were longer though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Because I was there. I went when I was traveling. I was in Stockholm. I was in like Copenhagen, and we took the train because you can go through like Sweden, the bridge, like Malmo. And I remember me and my buddy Vishal. We went into like a bar at like 11 p.m. and it was like still sunny out.
Still sunny.
Like bright sun.
Yeah.
And then we came out at like 3 a.m. and it was still sunny, and I thought it was like 8 a.m. but the sun like set for like an hour.
Yeah.
It's the most bizarre thing ever.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I didn't experience that, so it must have been a different time of year. Well, it was October.
Oh no, I was in the summertime, but yeah, it's
yeah.
crazy. Stockholm's cool. I was only there for like a day or two, but it's cool.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. But yeah, no, I've been quite a few places because of these competitions. Like I've been to Berlin, Sweden. I'm trying to think now. Oh my God.
Italy.
No, not Italy.
France.
Not France.
Mexico.
Or should I name countries now?
God.
Are you still like you still competing though?
They've been like
All
put
canceled
off for a while now, yeah.
But are you intending to go back into it when it starts up
When
again?
it's live, because everything's been virtual and I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely will. I think honestly that's what like it's part of like the creative, like your juices flow, because it's not what you do every day. It's you're thinking outside of like just like regular hair, right? It's a lot more creative. So yeah, definitely. And I also want to inspire like my team to do it too, because at the time when I was working somewhere else, like I was really the only one that did it. And like I think that was another thing. I was like, I'm putting so much effort into my career, and I feel like I'm the one like motivating and inspiring others, but like if I'm doing that for like a team that's not necessarily mine, not that I wasn't a team player, I was, like I said, there was other contributing factors to my decision, but yeah, I just felt like at that point I was like, you know what, like if I'm going to be like leading a team, it might as well be like my own. So
agreed.
Yeah, no, totally.
How do you train for these hair competitions?
Yeah, you have to like essentially have like 20 of those, like, have you ever seen those like mannequin head dolls?
Yeah.
And like repeat like the motions over and over again and like time yourself.
It's exactly how I thought. I was like, maybe there's like some secret trick or something, or maybe someone lets you come in there and do it on real hair. But no.
The amount of times I've had those dolls like in my trunk or like in my backseat, and like I had a friend get in the car. Like I know that's like the typical joke, but it's so true. Like people get scared shitless. It's hilarious.
That was what freaked me out for sure.
Yeah,
100%. I had a question, and now I fucking forget what I was gonna say. I forget.
Anyways, let's pivot to Soma.
Fuck, I know what I was gonna say.
Okay.
So like, let's pause on Soma. Like when you're explaining why you did what you did, because there's so many things you wanted to do. You wanted to educate. You wanted to do your own thing. You wanted to like, you know, compete. All this stuff. Like you really like still deep down everything you do. Like you didn't start a business. I mean, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. You maybe did to, you know, afford better opportunities, better life, whatever. But it seems like you did it because you wanted to be able to do all the things related to hair that you could do and not be limited. Because like even now you're running a business of 15 people and you still want to go travel and compete and all these things to like do the creative side of things.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Like
thanks.
It sounds exhausting, but like pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, it's I honestly, yeah, it's crazy. Your passion drives everything. Like honestly, like you obviously, I'm human. Like you wake up and you have like, you're like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Like how can I continue this? But yeah, no, like I find myself like leading up to the moment where I'm like walking through the doors at the salon, like I do feel it sometimes, but the second I'm in motion and doing what I'm doing, it's like, it's as if I like had like 6 coffees and I'm like all of a sudden wired, and like it stimulates me. Like it just makes me happy. Like I genuinely love it. So yeah, I think I never thought I'd love like the business side of things. So I'm actually happy to know or feel that I'm starting to really appreciate it, because I'm learning and understanding things so much more now. Because yeah, at the beginning I was like, I'm just going to like run with this and like pretend I know what I'm doing. But yeah, no, it's for sure not for everyone.
Yeah.
Cause it's a lot, but
that's the thing too. Like you have to kind of take a leap. And like I've said this before, like Ricky and I talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
and maybe you realize it too. Like as you get old, when you're young, even starting a business young or just young in general, you think that like you see older people, you know, they have their business or they're doing this or they're CEO of a company. You're like, oh, they must have it figured out. And as you get older, you realize no one has anything figured out. Not yourself, not the CEO, not the person behind the desk. Like people, you just figure everything out as you go. And that's what people are doing day to day. Just figure out how to get done what they need to get done. And they're just like learning and learning.
Absolutely.
So I don't know about you, but like for like, at least for myself, like as I get older, it makes me be like less stressed out when I see someone who comes across as like, oh, they're super on their shit. I'm like, oh, they probably don't know anything.
No, you literally just take it day by day and you just go with the flow. And obviously, like, you know, the fundamentals and you know what your values are as a person and what your values are like as a business. And then you take your experiences and you're like, okay, yeah, I know how to problem solve. Like, I know what works, I know what doesn't. And then like shit unfolds like the way it's supposed to.
You remember being a kid thinking like people in their 20s have like, oh, they're old, they got their shit figured out. And then you hit 20, you're like, when I'm 30, that's when I'll have it figured out. And then you hit 30, you're like, all right, fuck it, 40's my decade. Like,
it's so funny too, because like at 20, like I think 20s where like the ego comes out a bit more. It's just good and bad. It keeps you a little naive, or you think you know everything, but you like
when you graduate uni, right? Like
you don't realize you don't know a lot, and then you start figuring out. You're like, oh, okay, maybe I don't know that much. And like even now saying this at 30, I'm like, I'm probably gonna look back at 40 like I didn't know shit then. But like as you get, I think now's the point you have to realize like, you know what, I don't know anything, can't know everything.
I might not figure it out. I'm just gonna go with the flow.
Yeah.
Guys, can we open this already? Because I'm trying not to be a kid here and just open it because I know we said we were gonna do the review.
For those obviously listening, which is most people listen, don't watch, but like we're gonna do the unboxing, the official unboxing on the episode of Soma, which obviously, do you want to give us you have something to say?
No.
Do you want to give us a little background on like how it came about, what it is, and so forth?
Okay, yeah. So basically,
Danielle's the mic, okay? Yeah. It's good? Okay. Seems
like
mine? Yeah. It's kind of like slanted a bit. Okay, you're good.
I feel like I'm going
No, you're good.
to eat the mic pretty soon.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay, Soma it was my pandemic project. So obviously after the first lockdown, okay, I always say like everyone complains about the lockdowns, and don't get me wrong, they were shit and they caused so many problems, but I honestly just tried my best to like turn a shitty situation into like a good situation. So first lockdown, I like worked on the back end of my business and just like really sorted out like organized and created processes so that like the business could thrive once we reopened. And that was great. Like worked really hard at that because we were off for like 3 months the first time around. And then at the near end of that lockdown, I was like, okay, like this is the next step. I had always thought about starting my own like product brand. And specifically this product was at the top of my list. So all of a sudden salon opens back up and like things are ramping up. We're busy trying to catch up. And then second lockdown happened. So I was like, okay, this is it. I'm going to start to like look into what it's going to take for me to like develop this product. So yeah, I used my time during the lockdowns. I thought maybe through the first lockdown that I'd like get it all sorted. But of course, when you've never done something like this before, you realize very quickly that it doesn't just happen overnight or within even a couple of months. So it was an ongoing like process of planning to start this thing. And what it is, it's a shower head filter. So I've always struggled with as a hairstylist, I've always struggled with like reasoning as to why people's hair is so dull and brittle and like just dry, and why they like suffer from so much breakage, and why their hair feels like there's like a film on it, or
why it's just so shit.
Pardon? Yeah, so shit. Like, and especially after like
describe it, I'm like, I get it. My hair's shit.
Especially,
you're done with your own hair.
Your hair is beautiful.
It feels weird. So maybe it's because of water.
You didn't get a hair from Steph. You got a hair from some random person.
No, that's my lady. That's my lady. Linda,
yeah, shame on you.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, and especially like people who like, I would see regularly. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, literally, your hair looked beautiful when you left a few months ago or a couple months ago. And now you're coming back and like, it's as if you, I don't know, went through some serious, I don't know. It's like you went somewhere else and they like botched your hair essentially. Not that I would ever bash anyone's work or anything, but I'm just saying like, that's how bad they would return. And I would literally look at them and be like, oh, like what happened to your hair, you know? And it was just this ongoing issue and I couldn't figure out like what the problem was. But long story short, I realized after like noticing on many people over the last 10 years, I guess, people's water is a huge issue. So the minerals, the hard minerals in the water and like the chlorine in our water is essentially drying out our skin and our hair. And when it comes to like coloring your hair, coloring your hair is taking the hair out of its natural state and it's synthetic, right? So it wears away just like anything, like a material on like your shirt, even like you throw your hair in the you throw your shirt in the washing machine and it fades color, right? Like it's not as beautiful as it once was when you first bought it. So yeah, I realized that the water was doing that to the hair and I was like, we have to find a solution. So I knew that this product, you know, was something that like I didn't invent it. I don't know if I should say that.
You can say whatever you want.
Like I didn't invent it, but it's not something that people talked about like ever. Like I knew there was stuff out in the market. Definitely not within the beauty industry though, or in the world of beauty. And I was like, I should definitely consider like starting like my own. Because actually there was a company in the States or like in California that really inspired me and they were doing something similar. And I actually was even like considering like retailing their product. But when I reached out to them for like wholesale pricing and like what it would take for me to like retail their product in my salon, they were like, oh, we don't have rights in Canada. So you would have to like figure that out and get the rights for our product in Canada. And I was like, okay, like if I'm going to do that, I might as well just start my own. So yeah.
I love that though. But there's a problem. There's a barrier. There's an obstacle. Instead of just sitting there bitching about it.
Yeah.
Went out and just did it.
Well, it almost got like embarrassing because I was like, first of all, I'm using like premium, like the best of the best product, like color. I'm even retailing, like giving them product to take home to preserve their color and to make their hair shiny and healthy. And I'm cutting their hair frequently. Like I have them on this whole regimen. And then all of a sudden you're like, why isn't it working? And yeah, sure enough, it was the water. So I was always adamant about like educating my clients on it and being able to offer them something like while they were in the salon getting serviced. And of course, I'm a hairstylist, so I really do focus on like the hair experience and what it will do to benefit like your hair. But there is so many other added benefits to the product, which is why like Soma is not just like a beauty product. We want to market it as a wellness product because beyond just like beauty and like the way your hair looks and your skin feels, we're very much so strong believers in the fact that like the shower experience and like the toxins in your water, like they contribute to like a negative shower experience. And it's all about like having like a very pure shower experience because you're cleaning yourself. Like that's your 5-10 minutes, however long it takes you to shower. That's your time in the morning of peace. And I find that for me personally, like that's like honestly I look forward to jumping in the shower in the morning and just having like my peaceful like 10 minutes. And you don't realize what those toxins are doing to you. Like it's almost like this product is bringing clarity and like it's actually like you feel pure when you're like done. I know that sounds crazy, but it actually does really contribute to like our mental health. And that's kind of why we've decided to go in like the direction of wellness.
I've got 2 comments on this too.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is I've got to ask, do you guys shower morning or night?
Both sometimes. Honestly, depends if I'm working out the rest of the day, you know. So 2 showers. It's hard. I prefer morning though. I have to shower in the morning. Can't not shower in the morning.
I'm a morning like as well, but like yeah, no.
What
Like
about you? Sorry, I cut you off.
no. Like let's assume that the average person takes a shower once a day. Okay, yeah. I'm a morning person.
Morning
like,
person.
I don't know what it is. Like I know a lot of people that would argue this with me and be like, "Don't you want to go into your bed like all clean and like?"
That's what I.
But like for me, like I don't know. Like I like it wakes me up. You feel fresh. Like I have to work. I work with like people, so like I'm very much so like I'm mindful of my hygiene. Like you know what I mean. Like regardless, you go to sleep the night before and like you're clean too. But I don't know. It's just something about like starting your day off with a nice shower.
Yeah. I agree. You shower at night?
I'm a nighttime shower.
I used to do it when I was a kid, but like
I'm just like before getting to bed. I like
showers at night.
Yeah, I do.
Do any of you guys shower at night? We got 3 people here watching, and all of them laughed and said
good.
no.
I'm a nighttime
I was like,
guy.
am I going to be judged because I shower in the morning?
The only time I
No.
shower in the morning again, if I work out in the morning, then I'll shower.
I have to. I like. No, I have to. I can't. I've actually been noticeably like more cranky if I don't shower.
Oh
in the
my
morning.
God, same.
Yeah.
I need that extra 10 minutes of sleep.
That doesn't even make sense. Your shower at night takes away 10 minutes. It's 6 dozen of one, half of it,
because
or
if
whatever.
I
Half
didn't
dozen of
shower
one,
at
6 of
night,
the
I would
other.
still go to bed at like 11. If I shower at night, I'll still go to bed at 11.
Okay, well,
You know what I mean?
I
So if I
don't know.
shower in the
It
morning, I
doesn't
gotta
make
wake up
sense to
at
me.
10 to 7 instead of 7. That's
10
how I
minutes
see it.
ain't making a difference, man.
Don't
But
tell
to each
me
their
that.
own, as Ricky would say.
Another thing.
But-
This is completely off top. Not
Well, I have
completely
one
off
on
top.
topic, and I have one on topic.
Mine's on shower. Still on shower.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you ever just sit there and this wasn't the point I was gonna make. I was gonna make another point. But do you ever just sit there in the shower sometimes and just like ponder your thoughts and then you realize you've been in there for like 25, 30 minutes?
Very often, yeah.
Yeah.
guys, I don't,
Like
have,
the
I
other
don't have
day,
time
so-
for that.
I
Sorry.
shouldn't say this.
Steph's
but-
busy running a business. We're right here just like thinking about our lives.
So this, I don't even know if I should
drawing
say-
up plans.
So I don't even know if I should say this on the pod. I'm gonna say it. So a couple weeks ago, I had this girl over.
Oh, here we go.
So in the morning, I jumped in the shower. Right, I showered the night before, but then we went out. Whatever.
Oh, so you did shower in the
I
morning.
showered in the morning, yeah, because I didn't wake up clean.
Oh.
So anyways, so I was just so tired. I got in the shower. I got to go to work. And I'm sitting there planning out my full day, like thinking about what I'm going to do. I have meetings, like going over things, just like full thing. About 30 minutes later, I didn't realize it was 30 minutes. So she knocked on the door. She's like, hey, are you okay? I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot you were here. Like, I'm so sorry. She's like, I'm like, how long has it been? She's like, you've been in there for like 42 minutes or something. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, like, I think you need to leave. I was like, yeah, you're right, I do. And then, yeah, that's fine.
You had her. It was not.
No, my place was my place.
Oh, I was gonna say
She
like
slept over, and I
you were
think-
in
I
her
think she thought I,
shower
like,
for
died
40
for
minutes. Yeah,
40
man, that's weird.
No, I'd get the hell out of there right away.
Wait. Do you stand or you sit and you ponder?
Whoa, who
Oh,
sits
God.
in the shower?
I'm just asking.
No, I stand. The only time I sit in the shower ever, someone like deathly hungover. That's maybe happened like 5 times. Where you're deathly hungover and I just gotta sit there because I
Sometimes you
can't
gotta sit down. Sometimes you got a long day, a long run. You just gotta sit and decompress.
Oh, so you shower at night, eh?
No, in the morning. I run in the morning.
Oh, okay. You said I had a long day.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. I see what you mean.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
The actual point I was making. This is the actual point. When you said the water feels different,
Yeah.
and you notice it.
Definitely
So at my
does.
parents' house in Vaughan, they're on Wells or whatever,
Exactly.
and then every time you shower, there's almost
Hard
like this.
water. It's hard
Yeah,
water.
there's like
Film.
a film almost, and then I notice all the time, because especially when I go from there and I go downtown, I shower
Mm-hmm.
like within the same day. You just feel that when you get in the shower downtown, like I'm almost washing away something on my skin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just mental or if it's
No.
actual-
It's true because we have it at Greece at my parents' place. I've noticed it at your parents. When I wash my hands sometimes,
like you're like, hey,
like
why is
extra
this?
slimy.
because the soap doesn't come off.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's
the
like
hell
that video.
is
You remember that
this?
video on Facebook? It was like one of the original prank videos where the guy's showering in. It's in California. He's
He's
showering
putting
outside.
soap
Like, he's
on him?
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
That was
would
my other point.
Yeah.
So you can get to your on topic point now.
I don't even remember. It was about that. It was about hard water, and that's one of the things I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like you guys are up in. I don't know if it's in King
Okay,
City. It's
well,
a
my
thing,
salon's in King City.
that's why. So
definitely like King City. I was working in Aurora for 8 years, and that's when I started to notice it. Like those, like more like they're like up and coming areas. Like,
The suburbs. Like even, yeah.
well, like there's a lot of farmland.
it's like the
around.
old. Yeah, it's the old like their old.
It's like
farmland
ru-
basically.
rural. Is that
Yeah.
the right
Rural
word?
areas,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
That's now becoming like developed.
yeah.
and,
And
stuff,
I
yeah.
honestly, when I took possession of Kroma, like I had to change the water system from like septic to city, and like
How do you do that?
That's a huge, like, that just shows you, yeah, there's like plumbing and stuff involved. I can't even.
She's like, we're not getting into that one. That's a dirty job here.
But that was a huge sign. Like, I'm on a main road in King City that is now like,
Where
like,
is it?
It costs
King
like
and
to
what?
live in King, like it costs, I don't know, like a minimum, like, okay, like, and I had to change my water system. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Where is Kroma exactly?
Oh, so like major intersection is King Road and Dufferin. Okay. I feel like most people would know Dufferin, or Kiel. Like, I'm in between Dufferin and Kiel.
North side or south side?
North side.
You know how you say, like, you know how our place is like a vibe for like a studio? If you think of what a salon is like somehow she has the building on that street that's like, oh, this is what, like, you pull up, it looks like a salon. I can't even explain it because it's like almost low, like it looks kind of housey.
Like a house, yeah.
But it it's
doesn't.
Yeah. I can't even explain it. Like,
it's funny actually you say that, because like another thing that triggered me to open Kroma was the spot. Like, I swear, like, I was pondering the thought, but the second I saw like the lease sign out of the salon when I was driving down King Road to get to the 400, because that was my route to like one of my appointments in Vaughan and stuff, I was like, oh, like that looks like an interesting building. Like, I was never really a fan of like your typical unit, you know what I mean? Like, I like really unique spaces, something that, you know, is a little different, has character. And I know that, like, I like that you recognize
for sure.
that.
The first time I came there, I was driving and like you can't even see it because all these big buildings, like new, like a plaza next to and all that. And you're like driving and like you literally drive past it because it's like this little, like, it's not like it's set back off of it. It's cool. I think it's a vibe. It's sick.
Before I like gutted it and took possession, it looked like a haunted house. I'm not even kidding. It was like horrible. So yeah.
What was in there? Like,
imagine.
can you say what was in there before? Like,
yeah, it was just like an old office space. I'm sure at one point it was like a home, like back in like 1960 or something, but maybe even earlier. But yeah, no, it was just like an accounting office, I'm pretty sure, and it was all like very like closed in little rooms like that people would do their work in. And yeah, no,
like a little realtor office or something.
Yeah, like it was
kinda, yeah.
But it was horrible. Actually, it's funny, I always made fun of like the paneling on the wall, which, like, I mean, is probably back in style now. Like, I remember ripping that paneling down thinking, oh my god, this is horrendous, like 5 years ago. But now, like, you know, like that was like such a 60s vibe. And now I'm like, oh, I should have just painted it and kept it. Yeah.
Is it
cool.
Like, now that your team's like obviously growing a lot, like, is it getting like, is it different? Is it getting like kind of crowded to work, or how does it feel? Like, do you guys make it work? Like, what's that like? 'Cause 15 people's a lot.
It's
like,
gonna get crowded. I think. So what happened? Like with the pandemic, like I decided to just like extend our hours and hire more people so that we could still service the same amount of people, but just like within longer hours. So that way, we even at a 50% capacity, we could like still.
Yeah, pump them out.
Pump people out. Yeah. So I feel like once those restrictions get lifted, then yeah, it might get a little tight. Because right now I have everyone staggered. So like morning shift, evening shift, and then like everyone can stay spaced. But I don't know. It gets a little tight. It does.
Yeah. I don't know why so many salons and hair places close at like 7 p.m.
I don't.
Well, I just figured that. Right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm like, what if I want to go get a haircut what if I don't feel pretty like at 8 o'clock?
Work.
I want to get a haircut at 8 o'clock.
Or that, yeah.
And I end up at fucking Supercuts with a fucking $8 haircut, and I look like shit.
God.
Then I wonder why. I'm that guy. Like, I'll literally be like, not feeling the way my face is looking at me in the mirror.
I feel bad that you're dissing Supercuts, but I mean,
you ever been to Supercuts?
Yeah, numerous times.
What's the cheapest you've paid for like a haircut?
$8 Supercuts.
I was just
I had a coupon too.
So wait, what about you?
The cheapest one.
Yeah, like what's the, or maybe, yeah, I don't want to say the worst because I don't put it on blast, but like what's the, like if you're walked in like a Supercuts and be like, anytime, not now, like any point in your life.
When I was a kid, honestly, I always had interest in going to like salons. Like, I didn't, like the worst thing I probably experienced was like a mall salon. Like,
okay, so it was never like,
no.
Yeah.
Like, I always knew to stay far away from which places to stay away from.
I used to get my haircut when I was a kid. My grandfather used to go to a place on Davenport. It's called Ernie's. It's still there. It's next to like the Greek old folks home on Winona. And we used to go as a kid. And from like age 3 to 6, maybe even 8, my favorite haircut was a mushroom cut.
Oh my God.
And I would go in there and they'd be like, he wouldn't even have to ask. He put the bowl on my head, snip around, $5 and I was out of there. And I would look forward to
So
it.
classic.
I honestly, every picture I have, my hair is a straight line with like, I can't even explain it. I thought it was the sickest haircut
I think
ever.
moms think mushroom cuts look good too, though, because I had one too.
If my mom
Honestly,
liked it, I don't care because I liked this. So I was getting that mushroom cut every
You're-
time I went to Ernie's.
You're telling me that they actually put a bowl on your head.
I don't know if they actually did, but I
Okay.
lots of people tell my mom.
That is hilarious.
My boy Ernie, rest in peace, Ernie. Still there. I don't know. I drove by there today. It was like it's lit now. All these guys with like ring lights and stuff, cutting hair,
It's lit.
fucking carrying Ernie's legacy.
Ernie'd be pissed.
Ernie be pissed.
Ernie's royally
He'd be like
cheesed.
bowl cuts only in this place. Ernie was the man. Yeah, no, I'm particular about my hair though. No, obviously.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Are
that's
you a
too
hairy
funny.
kid?
Like I don't know, not
Oh.
define like.
Like when
I
you
don't
were
have, like,
born,
back hair
when
and
you were born, did you have a lot of hair on your head?
I don't know. I mean, I have pretty good hair, like maybe pretty luscious hair, but like I wasn't like a hairy. I don't have like
I'm not
back
talking
hair,
like body
still
hair,
to
like
this day,
hair on
no,
your
like,
head.
Yeah, I mean my like you've seen my head. My head's massive. You seen when I was a baby?
As a kid, yeah, as like a
Oh.
little dinger.
Probably. I would get. I think so.
Okay, I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe no. I was
Why
a
were
hairy
you?
kid, yeah. By hairy, I mean a lot of hair on
I'm
my
also
head.
Greek. Like there's also Greeks here. Like also a family member. We were our family had a lot of hair. Yeah.
Yeah, is that a thing?
I don't
Yeah,
get
Greeks
it.
are-
Do you grow into your hairiness? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I see pictures of some kids that come out like bald, and then they end up having like crazy
You're
hair.
bald.
Oh my God.
A lot of babies come out bald, and then there was me. I came out like hairy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If,
Hey,
Yeah, some people come out hairy, some people come out like bald, and then they grow the hair.
yeah.
You know what I
they
mean?
grow the hair. I don't know funny. I don't know why that sounded so. They grow the hair.
It grows.
Oh man. Anyways,
Yeah, we got off topic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Reel it back in. Yeah, let's get back on Soma here.
Okay,
No, it's
so
all good.
you didn't invent it. You got a passion for like kind of the health and wellness. So why this product specifically? Because obviously like health and wellness can be a million different products.
Yeah. So obviously I had to put my spin on it, and it's vitamin C infused. So,
What does that mean?
well, if you
Assuming
think
there's
about,
vitamin C in this thing.
yeah. So if you unscrew like either side, there's a capsule inside that you have to change every 4 months.
Why every 4 months? If you,
Why? Because the existing, yeah, you have to kind of like pull it out, or
Let's see.
you can maybe the other side is the side you need to unscrew. So there's actual essential
it.
minerals in there. So
Whoa.
yeah, and then there's
pretty
some
solid.
other key ingredients like vitamin C, calcium sulfite, activated carbon, plus the essential minerals that like pull out like or absorb the chlorine in your water, which a lot of like our city water has chlorine in it, as well as the hard minerals that are in like hard water and like the rural areas. So those little balls inside there, they absorb the toxins and those additives in the water and essentially like remove them from the water that you're showering in. So it's a very deep focus on your shower experience. Like a lot of people will say, oh, like what's the difference between this and my water softener? And your water softener, it acts like your fabric softener. So it'll protect your appliances from like residue, or like, I don't know if you've seen like a household that doesn't have a water softener. Sometimes
Calcium buildup.
they get calcium buildup, or like there's like rust. So that's what your water softener does. It protects your appliances from those things. Whereas
It's not meant
this,
for, like, the
yeah, like
fumes.
this actually helps, like it makes your skin glow and your hair shine, and it helps your hair retain moisture. It doesn't strip out the natural oils in your hair, right? So this just focuses in on the shower experience. And of course, like when you're showering, your pores are open. So if your pores are open and you're absorbing like the chlorine in the water, that like it naturally has the chlorine in the water so that we can shower in clean water, obviously, your pores are absorbing that, and it does kind of, it can create like a fogginess to your mindset and your day, you know? Like I notice a huge difference.
Yeah. Do you notice as well? I want because obviously, like living in Canada, like we get cold weather in the winter, it's really dry, like cracked skin, cracked hair, all that kind of stuff. Does it help at all, like with like seasonality type stuff?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Yeah.
I have clients who suffer from psoriasis and eczema even, and they have purchased this product, started using it, and they've told me that they've like stopped using like a cortisone cream or like some sort of steroid cream that they would normally use. It's actually helped, it's helped them tremendously. And like, they're not even using that, like their cream anymore. Because it is great for, if you read the box, it kind of tells you what it's good
All
for.
the highlights?
Yeah. But it definitely is for the person who has like suffers from eczema or like psoriasis. And then of course I see a lot of like scalp conditions too that people don't even know they have. And I've taken pictures of like dry patches and showed them, and I'm like, this, like, I know that you don't see it or feel it, but this is what's happening on your scalp. And they're like, whoa, I didn't even realize that. Or some people are highly sensitive and do feel it, and they're like, why is this happening? I had someone during since like the last lockdown, she came to me and I was like, oh my God, you cut all your hair off. She shaved her head because she was like, yeah, like my hair was just like something was wrong. She's like, I felt like it was never clean. And I hadn't seen her in so long. And obviously, like when you come into the salon and I'm chemically like changing your hair color, like that strips out any like buildup on your hair. If I'm constantly using my products and cleansing your hair with my products like frequently, like even once a month, like that helps, you know what I mean? Or once every 6 weeks, that helps. And because I hadn't seen her for almost a year, she's like, I shaved my head, and she wanted to grow fresh hair.
That's embarrassing. That's my mom.
Yeah.
That's a lot, Mom.
She wanted to grow fresh hair.
Karma.
Isn't that so sad? She's like, I just wanted to start fresh. And I was like, no one should have to do that. Like,
I respect it a lot.
Honestly,
you gotta be a tough guy that has to shave your head like that.
this lady has bought like
I don't have
4
that
of
kind of
these.
guts. I shave my head. I like this head doesn't look good. I shave that.
She's bought 4 of these already because she's like, it's helped me so much, and now I want my dad to have one. I want my brother, like her daughter, to have one. And I'm like, oh my God, like I feel happy that this is actually helping people. You know what I mean? Because that was the goal.
That's awesome.
It's solving a problem.
I love that. Yeah. I want to ask, what's your main competitive advantage against like the company from the States or something? Like, what did you say? Okay, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to make it better. I'm going to put my spin on it. Is it the vitamin C or?
The vitamin C is definitely a big one. I think the added benefit is that there will be things to come that will go hand in hand with this product.
Okay.
So this, like,
Sneak peek on the Pals podcast. Let's go.
the product that I was inspired by in the States, and honestly, like people that started it, like they're celebrity hairstylists, and I admire them like very much. But the thing with their product is that it's been around for a long time, and they've kind of just capped it at like what it is. And even the name of it only describes what this product does. So the reason we went with Soma was because it is something that can eventually branch out into like anything related to the body. Right? So I think that's what's going to make the difference. It's about being able to add things into that experience to help elevate their shower experience, but also like create even more benefits, right? Because really, like my biggest thing with this product is like you could be using an $80 shampoo or an amazing exfoliating
sorry, there's $80
product.
shampoos. Wait, what?
Yes,
Yeah, my shampoo. Yeah, I buy shampoo that's that expensive. I didn't now because I realized that's too much money. But the last bottle of shampoo I had was like $40. It was like this big.
Yeah, they're tiny. I know.
Malin and Ghost, baby, represent. Sick.
Yeah. So the thing
the
that
ones at Barry's boot camp are like eat way more.
Yeah.
The one you've been to Barry's, right?
Yeah.
You know Orbe in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called because I use it at their salon.
Yeah. It's sold at Holt's too.
Yeah.
It's like they're like
Rick gets $8 haircuts. He's not gonna know about $80 shampoo.
Yeah. It's like the
You know
luxury.
what's crazy? I hear
stuff.
$80 for a shampoo that'll last you like 2 months. I'm like, that's crazy. Oh,
No,
we need
it's
those
more
2 shots of
concentrated.
Patron. Oh, they're $30 each. No problem.
Yeah.
Rick's
it's so
rationaling is like absolutely
It's
absurd
out
to
to
me.
lunch.
True. That is awesome. It's so
Rick
true.
will drive 10 miles to save $1.
Yeah.
But I'll drive to London to get my Lululemon jacket half price. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I know people like you. I hate people like you. Okay.
Honestly, I also hate. It drives me nuts.
I love a good deal.
That's awesome.
I do love a good deal.
Rick won't buy any clothes full price, but we'll spend $1,000 on a bottle at the bar. Figure that one out.
No, I won't buy a $1,000 bottle.
600.
Yeah,
Tomato.
Yeah, because it's on sale from 800. Hello. It's a good deal.
If you want to convince Ricky to buy something, just tell him it's on sale. He'll buy it.
I see. Yeah.
Makes absolutely
tell
no
me
sense.
it's a good deal.
Absolutely no sense.
Tell me it's a good deal.
Even his stock purchases are based on being at a discount.
It worked. It's working. We'll see. Facebook down today?
I sold it. I took my loss and got the fuck out of there. Yeah. Yeah, no, I can't even. Don't talk about that. Took a fat L on Facebook this week. Thanks, Zuckerberg. You fucking asshole.
Okay, Zuck, I'll ride it out with you, buddy.
Wait, what were we talking about before this? Before we made fun of you?
The $80 shampoo.
Yeah. What's the most expensive shampoo that you know, like that you know of or have used? Is there some that are like absurd?
Like with gold flakes or something?
Yeah,
in
something
it?
like crazy.
Yeah, there's like definitely like golds, like 20. They say it's like 24 karat. There was a mask on the market actually that had like 24 karat gold in it.
Does that shit
I
work?
don't remember where that was, but yeah, like it's because you know gold sparkles, like it's supposed to make your hair like sparkle too.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's definitely, I'd say the most expensive though, like I don't know, like 100, 120. Like the most expensive I carry in my most expensive product I carry in my salon is like $95 probably, like for a hair product.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's considered like a
I'll never see
luxury.
that ever
It's
on my
considered a
shelf.
luxury hair care brand. Like you're paying
That's
for the
fair. No,
packaging,
that's
you're
fair.
paying for like
Yeah.
you know the
I
really
get
unique
it.
ingredients.
And then again, if you've got millions and
And
millions
the
of
smell.
dollars, like what's $90 hair product, right?
Wait, okay. I think you're misconstruing this. Like, the people will buy this that don't make millions and millions of dollars. Like, you gotta think about it differently. Like, if someone like, okay, so women get, how often do you get your
Maybe not
haircut?
millions, but hundreds of thousands.
How often do you guys get your haircut?
Like I don't know,
Average.
the average person like 6 to 12 weeks.
Right. So that's a lot faster than I thought. But like, they have to like, you take care of your hair. It's very different. Like, you're not blow drying and straightening your hair and putting product in every day. Like, your hair gets like, it's like your skin.
Don't
like,
women only wash their hair like twice a week?
Some don't. Some
Wait,
wash
what?
every day, and it's
Really?
really bad. Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I was told. Because my ex would like not wash her hair every day. She would only wash like every 2 or 3 days or whatever.
Yeah, no.
I was like, I can't get it wet today because I'm not washing. I was like, so you can't get it wet if you don't wash it? Like, yeah, if you get it wet, you got it wet. I don't know. Half the
Yeah,
time
no,
I'm like, yeah,
it's
you
true.
do you, man.
Yeah, so you buy that $90 shampoo, so preserve.
Maybe it'll last
Honestly,
you
you
like a
shouldn't even
year.
be washing your hair every day.
I don't.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I condition her. I wash twice a
Rinse
week,
and
twice to 3
condition.
times a week, and I condition like the days I don't wash.
Okay, good.
Oh, you're supposed to condition the days you don't wash it?
Yeah.
Okay,
If you wanna
here's
get
the
your
part
hair
where you're gonna
wet,
give us the
yeah.
hottest hair tips, how to take care of our hair, because I got to keep this thing looking nice.
Okay. Talk to me. What do you need?
Well, like, okay, so what are the best, like, generally accepted, like, principles? Like, what's the best way to take care of your hair? How often should you wash?
Well,
Is there any misconceptions?
I just got one today, actually. Apparently, you're not supposed to put product in wet hair.
Depending on the product.
I know, whatever the product.
Like
got
if
put
you're
in my
using
hair.
a paste.
Yeah, it's a paste.
Okay, so obviously
I just get out of the shower. I grab whatever product I have that was on the the end of the line at Winners as I'm walking out. I
Oh
grab
god,
whatever.
those are
product-
expired products.
Whatever,
too, eh?
still works. It's just tomato. So I'll grab that. I get out of the shower. Okay, wet. Mess it up. Shake it off a bit, and then boom, I'm gone. She's like, you don't dry your hair. I was like, no.
You should though. It'll make it look fuller.
I'm supposed to floss every day too. I don't do that either. Like,
Okay, so the reason why she said that is because water will dilute the product, so it won't do what it's actually supposed to do.
okay.
put water in your shots?
Yeah.
Sometimes, man. Sometimes. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, so if you want it to work the way it's supposed to work, it should go on dry hair. And
Yeah, that's what she's saying. To make it look more full.
Full.
Yeah.
yeah, that's all. It's just a tip.
That was the tip I got today.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good
Continue
tip.
on the other tips.
So you're supposed to shampoo.
Oh.
So you don't have to. How often should you shampoo your hair? Like, fully, like, wash it out?
Honestly, it depends on your lifestyle. If you work out every day, like I can't tell you to wash your hair once a week, like maybe 3 times a week. But
So most
as a
people,
female,
once a
like
week.
I work out 3 times a week and I wash my hair once a week. So, but I also don't sweat a lot. Like, but I feel like if you do sweat a lot, like you have no choice but to like rinse and like condition or something. But there's things on the market that are called like cleansing conditioners. They're meant to like be utilized so that you don't strip out your natural oils, even if your hair smells because you worked out. So using the cleansing conditioner could be an alternative for someone who's like more used to washing their hair often.
What about dry shampoo? Is that like legit?
Yeah,
Oh, it is?
totally. But you have to stay away from the ones that like clog your follicles. Because there is ones on the market.
No, they're not. I was
Tell
gonna
me-
laugh too.
tell me
When
you
you
use-
do this, I know you're listening intently.
Hold on
but
a
it looks
second.
Like you're just like mind is blown.
Why?
Like,
Do you use dry shampoo?
No.
Okay.
I think it's all fugazi.
you said that word
It's
recently.
not.
I don't know.
When did you say
I
that
don't know.
recently?
I just come on, like,
Guys.
my ex used to use dry shampoo all the time. I'm like, why don't you just fucking wash your hair? Like,
No.
she's like, no, you can't wash the blah blah. The dry shampoo helps with the follicles and the blah blah blah.
No.
I'm like,
It helps. It absorbs. There's like, it's depending on the product. Like, people used to put baby powder in their hair back in the day. Like, I don't know if you knew that.
really? No, I didn't.
That absorbed the natural oils before dry shampoo even existed. Baby powder. But people were getting tired of seeing like the white residue in their hair, especially if you're a brunette. So dry shampoo has like things in it that absorbs the natural oils, like tapioca, like tapioca starch. Does that make sense? Or like rice powder, or like those are like probably the main ones, and that absorbs the natural oil in your hair. Just like if you drop your phone back in the day into like a pool of water, what would you do? You'd put it in rice.
Like rice.
Like it's the same concept. So it does work. It's just obviously gross for people to think about, especially males who don't use it. They're like, what is that? Like, I get what you're trying to say here, but it actually does. It works, and it's a great alternative. Like, you don't want to be washing your hair too often. So I highly recommend it, especially when you have to spend an hour styling it every day or whenever you wash it. As a female, like, you guys don't experience that. So
One of the reasons I'm growing my hair back out is because I can literally, like, I don't, like, even when I had long hair, never wash. I just wash it, get out, and go on my day. Don't dry it, nothing, let it air dry. It's the
Lucky
best.
you.
So when I have short hair too, I would usually, like, I can't style it when it's wet. So I have to, like, let it dry a little bit and push it in. It takes time. I hate that. I hate things that waste time. Just
Me
go on
too.
my day.
That's fair.
That's great.
yeah, maybe that's why he likes to shower at night, because he doesn't have to deal with stuff like that.
I literally, hair to me has always been the thing where it's like, I usually have short hair. I've had long hair a handful of times in my life, not even, maybe 3 times. But with short hair, it's just, I don't even style it. I literally just don't wash it, and it just kind of looks. I'm like, that looks all right. No, okay. When I get out of the shower, get a towel.
So
dry it up.
effortless.
Yeah, literally, I do my hair in a minute. I went to Miami the last weekend that I didn't have hair product. I used
Last weekend?
Last weekend.
Aren't you going next weekend?
Yeah.
You use what?
Lip balm.
Lip
to
balm
style
to
my
put
hair.
to style your hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it was in my toiletry bag, and it was like one of those, like, you know, the ones where you can actually put your finger in it.
Very innovative.
So I was
like
like,
it.
it's kind of pasty, waxy, I guess, like a little moisturize on it. Sure, let's try this out.
You're definitely the
Alright.
wrong
Getting
person for me to be
$8
pitching this
supercuts and
product
styling
to.
his hair. Styling his hair with fucking
And man, it looked
Blistex.
good too. That was a
Why
weird
am I here?
Yeah, it looked
Why
good.
am I here? This guy styles his hair with lip balm.
Literally put Blistex in his hair.
just kidding.
Minty Blistex.
I didn't. It was in my toiletry. I was like, I thought for a second, I'm like, oh, maybe this is. I'm like, maybe this is hair, like wax or something. I looked at, oh shit, it's lip balm.
That's so
And
funny.
you know what?
I'm out here. I got to book appointments like 2 months in advance with
Yeah.
Steph. This guy puts lip balm in his hair. What the fuck?
That's so good. I love it. So what I was saying before, though, just I know we have to get back on topic, but
I like that. Reel it back in.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, like if you think about it, George, if you wouldn't have to waste so much time if you showered at night and let your hair dry while you were sleeping, because I feel like, yeah.
You just saw my hair. If I wash that at night and sleep, I come out with like,
No,
I don't want to say what I look like because it's politically
but I
not
feel like
proper on
sometimes
this podcast, but it did not look good.
with long hair, men, after they wash their hair, it can look like a Karen situation.
That's what I was gonna say.
So
Thank
if you
for saying
sleep
that.
on it, it'll give it some more grit and texture. Maybe change your routine up.
Okay, I'm gonna try it tonight. I'm gonna try the Ricky hair routine. I might even
Yeah.
use some lip gloss in my hair tomorrow.
Oh, lip
Or lip
gloss.
balm.
We're,
Lip balm, whatever.
we're really going next level here.
Lip balm.
I'm gonna text you guys a picture of the lip balm I used to. 'Cause I feel like it was an expensive lip balm too. It looked like something you would use. Maybe it was yours actually. You know that brand you use to, like the hand soap? Actually, your body wash and your soap and shampoo.
Kiehl's.
Kiehl's. I think it's a Kiehl's lip balm.
Well, at least it's natural.
I'm gonna take a picture of it
like
tonight.
a little, like, was it like a roll? Like,
No, it's not a roll. It's a little.
I didn't
A
have it. It's not
chapstick.
mine, yeah.
No, it's not chapstick. It's
Oh, a squeeze.
No, it's one of those circle ones that you roll.
Oh, like
Yeah,
a
little
little
cylinder
pot
one.
situation.
Yeah, a little pot one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now when you go to Miami next year, you're gonna rock the same look. You're gonna bring
No,
actual
no,
stuff.
I'm actually gonna. You know what the worst part is? When I was in Miami,
Maybe
a
you
month
should have
ago,
met the product Call it Ricky's. It's a hair product. It's all doubles as a lip balm.
There you go.
Saves money.
There you go.
And it works for both.
Boom. Be out of business and be on the end of the winner's.
You'll take Blistex and Burt's Bees out or Bay.
Yeah, it'll be at the end of the winner's aisle beside the $5
You should honestly do that. That should be your passion project.
No, absolutely not. No,
There
if
you
I have
go.
a passion product, I'm selling candles. That's it. I love candles. That's my passion project. No hair product stuff.
It's still wax based. That's good.
Yeah, true. Yeah, fuck. Maybe the candle. You can use that to style your hair too. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe wax is my thing. I don't know. Fuck. I don't even know what I was gonna say. I had something
Okay,
to say.
well, sorry, but just saying those products are gonna be shit unless you use one of those, because that's what I'm trying to get at here.
No, I agree. I agree.
The Soma.
I would buy a nice decent shampoos. The one I use the most is Kiehl's, but you can't get it anywhere. Apparently, Kiehl's is like sold out of everything.
Don't
forever.
they have a store?
I've not only been to the stores, I've been online. There's one shampoo that I would always use. It's like the best. I don't know why, it just smells great. It reminds me of vacation. It's like their amino acid shampoo. It reminds me of Europe. And like they don't have it. And the men's body wash, a lot of people use it. Dirk's uses it. He asked me, he's like, can
Is
you
it
find
Kiehl's?
this?
Just like wasn't that what they do? Aren't
Yeah,
they
but they're out. Like they don't care. Like they don't have it.
That's
I don't know
crazy.
why, if it's supply chain stuff or what, but like
Insane.
they have a bunch of products they used to carry that they just don't have. You can't buy it online. Can't find it in the stores. Can't find it in the boutiques in the mall.
So what's in the
nothing.
stores then?
I don't know,
You just walk
man.
in there, like half the shelves are empty. Like,
Can you order it online?
No, I looked.
you just said that's
Oh.
crazy.
Nothing.
Hey, fuck,
Well.
they must be doing all right then. Good for them.
I mean, I don't know. There's probably a lot of people that buy this stuff that can't buy it anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
you know where you can go buy your shampoos? Kroma.
Located on the north side of King and Dufferin,
There you go.
northwest side.
You nailed it.
Gotcha.
I still can't believe this guy put lip balm in his hair. That's so
Best
funny.
part is the next day my lips were chapped. I used a lip balm on my lips.
Oh God.
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh my god.
I don't know. Steph, you got anything else you want to chat about since we're here?
Yeah.
We're past the hour mark, I think. Danielle?
For sure.
Yeah. Like
Yeah. We're like almost an hour and a half. Oh, okay.
Oh, we're good.
It's pretty good.
110.
It's a good time.
Anything else before we wrap up?
Okay. Well, before you rudely interrupt me, no, I'm kidding.
Wait, what?
Uh,
I interrupted you?
No,
Sorry.
I'm just
My bad.
joking. Honestly, no. Honestly, yeah. I think I said what the main things were here. Unless you guys have any other questions.
Probably have a couple to wrap it up. I know what Rick's gonna ask you, so I'll let you go first.
No, I had a separate one.
Oh, you always kind of say what's.
Oh yeah, what's coming up next?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask something. Steph, are you happy with what you're doing?
Am
And
I
everything?
happy?
Yeah, are you happy?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I thought I just spent an hour saying that.
No, but you
I'm
talked about
so
like
happy.
things, but like overall, like obviously, like doing all this stuff isn't easy, right?
No,
And there's
no,
days
I
like
know.
we always see entrepreneurs, and there's always the idea that like, oh, entrepreneurs are always killing it, like they're just launching new products, they got their own places. But then it's like you see the backside of it. It's like, hey, fucking struggling, trying to keep people's jobs. Okay, now getting ready with COVID and the fucking stupid barriers between chairs and all the other bullshit.
No,
Like,
for sure.
people don't see that side. It's always on the outside looking. It's like you're an entrepreneur. You just boom, boom, cool, fun.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like think like they have this like version of how things go down, and like it's very glamorized. And I think that like it's I'm happy, but there's definitely days where it gets hard, and the people that I love definitely have to be the ones to suffer, because I'm constantly like beating down on them, like, you know what I mean? And one thing that I will say is that I'm probably as happy as I am, and like I definitely try and like look at all the positive to stay like in the right mindset, is because I have like such a great team. Like I was very fortunate to start up Kroma and like build a team that I feel very aligned with, but also from that I was able to have an extension of the team, like even if they're not present in the salon, like the people on the back, like working on the back end of things, like, you know, like marketing, administratively, like those people are what help. They're the ones that helped, like they contributed to all of this unfolding, and without them, like I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own. So I think that a lot of the time, like I realized that I stay sane because of that, and that's why I'm happy. I'm not miserable doing this, you know what I mean? And it took a lot of hard work to get to even here with like an established salon. Like for the most part, it's only been 5 years, but that really did help support everything else, and I'm just like so beyond grateful for that. So yeah, and then like, yeah, my clients too, like they make me happy. They've supported me through like my journey since I was like 16. So I wouldn't be where I am without them. And like at the end of the day, like all this stuff, even through a pandemic, it takes money. It takes like dedication and like sleepless nights and being able to work with people that like you don't always work with. And there's so many moving parts and things that people don't realize, but it takes like a lot of patience and just like whatever, being happy through it all. That way you don't have to stress, you know? I feel like I'm just like rambling, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%.
It takes a village. Like that's all. And
one of the reasons I like asking people this question, because even today I was at lunch with a supplier of mine, and he goes, "Oh, how was the road trip you did? That looked amazing. Looked like the best trip ever. You must have had so much fun." And I'm like, yeah, we had a lot of fun, but there was a lot of moments that like really fucking sucked. Like everybody sees the fun, the excitement. You know, we launched an app. We traveled the States. We did that. And again, that was amazing. It was super cool. But then there's days where we break the RV and we're outside in a tornado trying to fix it. Not a tornado, or a hurricane. Yeah. There's days where we're grinding our ass off and there's literally nobody wants to talk to us. Where we're like, what are we doing wrong? There's days where you're eating a $4 like Lunchable for lunch and you haven't slept in 4 days and you're showering at Planet Fitness and you're like, I want to go fucking home. Yeah. That's why. So it's again, amazing trip. I get but that. Everyone only sees the highlights. Okay, they see you launch a new product, you know, you got your salon, but it's like nobody sees what actually happens in the background until that comes together.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of stressors, a lot of things that like make you want to give up. But yeah, you just kind of have to push through and know that like there's got to be something at the end that is going to make it also worth it, you know? It's just being positive and I guess just being appreciative of like just life in general. And that's kind of what I preach to my team too, because everyone has their bad days and those moments where like you feel like just giving up. But it's like you have to always think, like, at least I try and think of like the worst case scenario all the time. And people that know me know that I always think about that. And at the end of the day, there's always like a way when there's a will, and like if you can like problem solve and just like get through it and move on from it, you're fine. That's all.
100%.
You want to ask the last one then?
I was going to say, what's next for Steph Karellas, Kroma Salon, Soma? Like, what's the future hold? If you don't have to divulge anything if you don't want to either. No, that's okay. Like, what's in store?
Well, obviously, I want this product to kind of like pop off and like I really want people to understand like why I launched the product and why it's been my passion project. Because I believe in it so much, and I just want to continue to educate people on it. So this is essentially what's next. Like it's only been 2 months since I've launched it. And, like I said, I want it to evolve into something more than just a shower head filter. So, I think that, you know, maybe some products or something to go hand in hand with it, would be great, but I'm not going to give too much information out. And just continuing to grow my team and the brand and continue to just tell people who we are and why I think we're the best at what we do. And that's it. Just kind of ride it out. Enjoy life at the same time. That's all. That's all that's next.
Good for you.
Pretty simple. But yeah.
Love it. For you. All right, cool. Steph, if people want to find out more about you, what you're doing, all the brands, all the products, where can they go? How can they find you?
You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, at Kroma Hair Salon, or Kroma Salon, sorry. And
with a C or a K?
It's a K, Kroma. And Soma is as well a separate platform, and that is Soma the brand on Instagram and TikTok. And then of course, like, we have a website, and that is www.kroma-salon.com. Is this what you want me to do?
Some people, you know what? There's not.
What's your personal? What's your personal? As well, you can add your personal.
I am S Karellas _Kroma Salon.
You might want to spell Karellas just in case.
We'll put them all in the show notes. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Links in the bio.
Guys,
We'll put a link tree for all these links.
if you made it to the end of this, we appreciate you.
We got
Thank
12
you so
social media
much.
accounts to link for this one. There's a lot. Most people be like, yeah, my stuff, like their name. This is where you can find me, my business. We have like tiers. No, it's good. That leaves no stone unturned. That's amazing. Everybody, check out all socials. Follow on Facebook and on LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram. All accounts.
Thank you. That's it.
This was honestly great. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks,
We're glad
guys.
you came on. You're a natural podcast.
Yeah.
You're natural.
No,
like,
I'm
you're a
definitely
natural communicator. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, you speak very well.
I like.
That's it. That's it.
You talk good.
Signing off, pals. Cheers. Boom.
All right, we're out.